I am here today for day 32 of the 100-day project. And I've got several pieces here. This is the other half of the ticket that I used. I think it was day before yesterday, but anyway. I'm gonna first put some marks on all the pieces. Well, a number of the pieces, maybe not all of them, but anyway, put a few marks. I have part of a security envelope, which is always handy. I dyed or painted a tea bag and tore off a piece of it to put in this. Got a piece of cardboard. And I have a couple of pieces, one ribbon and one fabric, like a velvet sort of fabric. The first thing I think I'm gonna do is put all this together except for the cardboard and use my, well, I got one more thing I need to do first. I've got this little piece of deli paper that I stamped. I took the top off of one of my spray inks and stamped some circles. And because it's deli paper, it is transparent. So I'm going to put a bit of matte medium on it. Make sure I got the right side. And my hands are going to get sticky, but that's okay. And I'm going to put this down over top of this ticket. And like I said, because it's transparent, you can see through this. I'm going to clean off this palette knife and put the top back on it. And then I probably need to dry it. Pardon the noise. It's part of the game of mixed media. The sun is setting again tonight, and the clouds are scattered. There are what appear to be sort of rain clouds. They're very dark gray. But the top of them is a bright blue, bright pink. And then there are other clouds around that are pink, predominantly pink. A beautiful sunset. I don't get to see sunrises very often because I'm not a morning person. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm going to put the tea bag on, and it's going to have the cardboard out on one end and the tea bag on the other. So that's, but I do want to be able to see my number there. Maybe I'll flip this back a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to put, what happened to my security envelope? Here. Well, this is not it. Do you have things disappear on your desk? I know one of you took it, didn't you? Well, we're just going to use this. I'm going to put it over top of it like that. Then I'm going to add the velvet. And then I'm going to add this little ribbon. Both sides are kind of cool, but I think this is the right side. And then I'm going to take my tiny attacher and staple it in a couple of places. Okay, so now what I have to do is to put this on the cardboard. So I think well, I have a needle threaded, so that's what we're going to do. Is my washi tape is popping up since I used that heat gun. All right, I've got 6 strands of embroidery floss, and I have a knot on the end of it, and I'm going to come up through everything, and here's my smaller hemostat, which is way less cumbersome than using the other one while on camera. So I figure I can use it in the living room where I do my slow stitching or other stitching. I've got some fabric that I painted, and if you've ever tried to sew through fabric that has acrylic paint on it, it's not that easy. So I have to use my hemostat for that. I'm trying not to get them too wonky. I've almost caught up with loading my videos. I've got one more and then I'll have this one. So I don't know if I'll get it today or not, but both of them today, but we'll see. I got one that's loading. That'll leave me with 2, counting this one. Almost pulled it off the needle. Well, I think I actually got a couple of strands off anyway, so let's try that again. Okay. When you're sewing through something thick like this, if you want to, you could take the time to actually use an awl to punch holes in it, which would make it somewhat easier, but I'm just going to do this. Not that bad. I pulled it off again. Let's do it one more time. I don't know my strength when I'm pulling with that hemostat. I got my needle turned the wrong way. Okay, so we want to come up see if I can manage to get this one in one more stitch. Without pulling the needle off the thread. Okay, that's 2. We'll do one more, just because that's an odd number. I have been on a keto diet for since October of, well, it was a year in October, so for quite a while. And there is a pizza place in town, Blaze Pizza, that has keto crust. And I go in and do my workout, and I sometimes treat myself with a pizza. It's like a personal size pizza. And I did that today. They are so good. And then I have to drive quite a distance before I get home, and the smell is, it's hard to resist. I don't know if you have Blaze Pizzas where you live, but they are very good. And like I said, it's a keto crust. They have a cauliflower crust, but some cauliflower crusts are not that low in carbs. So I, don't, and evidently not, because they have like I said, they have the keto crust, and they have a cauliflower crust as well. But if you shop in the store, you don't, some of the cauliflower crusts are not that low in carbs. My son and I have been doing this together. We don't live together, but we're doing the keto diet together, and encourage each other as we're doing it. And then we find recipes, or we find things that you can purchase that are low carb. Amazing how much there is out there that you can get. I order bagels and tortilla chips and tortillas, and I mean, you really can do just about anything. Okay, so I believe that this is it. This is day 32 of the 100-Day Project. And thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you tomorrow.